everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dane Banks, aka DJ Fine, CEO of JTU, We Are Jersey Magazine, and Jersey Diamonds. I'm here with Stunna Dior.
What's up, what's up?
What's going on? Miss Stunna Dior in the building. You know, what does she not do? First of all, Twirl It is out on all streaming platforms. Fire track, you gotta check it out. It is
viral.
Viral movie. You already know. It's everywhere. You already know. But she herself, actress, TV personality, entrepreneur, black businesswoman overall. We're gonna get to know Miss Stunna Dior. You know what I'm saying? So Miss Stunna Dior.
What's up?
Pleasure. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having
We
me.
Are Jersey Magazine. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk. We're gonna talk about just you and everything that you do. So TV personality. Let's start off with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have your own show, right? It's called SDTV.
My own channel.
Your own channel, right? So tell me about this channel with SDTV. How did it come about, and the passion behind it?
Okay, so SDTV was an opportunity that was granted to me by UMR, the owner, Michael Wiles. He owns a network called UMR. It's available on Apple TV, Roku, and Verizon. And they're kind of like a Viacom. They have plenty of different dope channels, like a QVC, all sorts of things. And about 3 years ago at this point, I started working with them. I signed my first contracts. He found me on the gram. And, you know, we were just going to have me maybe host the show. And after talking and working and meeting each other a little bit and just shooting, you know, various small things that turned into like, oh, you need to have your own show type thing. And when we were talking about my show, I need the crazy budget for what I really want to do. I have great ideas, but what I need to do, I need a big budget. Like I need like 100 racks.
Right.
So we were like, okay, in the meantime, while we're working on doing this, let's build your buzz, you know? And, you know, after just working for a while, that turned into, yo, you so much more than this. Let me give you your own, you know, give you the opportunity to have your own channel. You have all these connects, all these people you're working with, like, you know, have your own channel. And I wrote up a business plan and the idea and the concept behind it. And, you know, we've been executing. And I think that's been maybe, I launched that the same week as I dropped Twirl It. So this is my first month of the network.
And what's been the feedback like with the network?
The feedback has been really good. I think we're at like 4.5 stars right now. But initially, upon launch, I had the influencer A-Town. Shout out to him. He had a movie that he shot independently with CEO Ish. And the movie premiered on the same day as my network. So I launched the movie on the network as the premiere. And I launched CEO Ish. He's also an entrepreneur, really dope person. You know what I mean? I was another person I came across on the gram, and we just had a lot in common. And he has an interview with JoJo Simmons in a show called CEO Talks, which is also available on the network.
On the channel and everything.
So it's like that was some of the initial things that I launched. That was like, okay, I want to gear this towards influencers. I want to have a positive, you know, a positive feedback. I want to be able to get out here and have like all these rappers, give them a platform. Everybody that's like, oh, we're trying to get on the Hulu, we're trying to get on here. Like, listen,
now you got a channel to go on, SDTV.
And it's free. It's free. I'm not charging people a subscription. Support is free, so you just put it on your Roku remote, and then in your spare time, rock out.
Right. So it's available on Apple TV, Roku,
and Verizon
platforms. That's awesome. Like I said, black entrepreneur, black businesswoman. Make sure you go check out Miss Stunna Dior. So now that's the TV personality. Now let's talk about this rap game, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this rap game. So tell me. Twirl It, man. Twirl It. It's fire. It's fire. It's fire. So tell me about Twirl It. Like, just tell me about just the vibe. It is a club banger. It can be played in all different types of moods. So just tell me about like the developing of the track Twirl It.
Okay, so Twirl It. Shout out to V Notes and Warren Went. V Notes, the producer, she came up with the beat, and you know, and Warren presented the opportunity to me. I've been working with him for a very long time, and this came to me not even too long ago. This came to me right after I did like the Zoo York video and the Fabio Foreign Cooped Out video and the Fuck with the Woo video.
Right.
So I was in a drill scene at the time, and they presented a whole bunch of beats, and I think Twirl It was the only drill beat they had, and I'm like, yo, this is the track. I'm like, this makes sense for me to do right now. I appreciate New York because it showed me so much love, and just since I've been in the market, I've been moving around, Fabio Foreign, Ether, all of these people, and I'm like, yo, I might as well add my own stamp to the drill market and showcase, you know, what New York is doing right now, because I love it. We haven't had a sound in a while, and you know, rest up Pop Smoke. he gave us the opportunity, and we on the map right now. Definitely. So it's only, you know, it only made sense that Stunna has to put her little 2 cents in. Yeah.
I'm not, she putting a whole dollar at this point. That's dope. Now, you actually were on tour recently, so you've been actually moving. So tell me, even during like a pandemic and everything, you guys are still busting out moves and everything. So what is it like going on tour? Now, did you perform Twirl It while you were on tour? So tell me, where did you perform, and how it was actually performing Twirl It?
So I actually just finished doing pretty much 2.5 tours. And the other part of my leg, I went back home to Arizona, and so I was doing like media, and I was doing like photo shoots and stuff. The first half, before I even dropped Twirl It, before it was even completely mixed and mastered, I went to the A for a press run with my team, and I went to like made some major radio stations, and we had like, maybe I had like 4 performances lined up for me on the weekend. I was out there touring with K Goddess, pretty much opening up for her and a whole bunch of other artists. And you know, shout out to her because she's in the drill and she's super dope. And it's like when I was down there, the response I got from performing the song, and everybody was outside in Atlanta that weekend, I was like, no, when we get home, I gotta do this. Like the radio stations was like, no, we rock this. So I came back home, I immediately dropped it, and then we had to hit our get ready to hit our second tour. Unfortunately, that's when like the second leg of things kind of shut back down. So between like I went to Philly, DC, Maryland, and back up to Jersey or Virginia, sorry, and they were closed, but we did a whole press run. We did a few grand openings, and we did a bunch of radio. So just like for me to respond, since I've been out there networking and connecting, has been super dope. And you know, people are loving the sound all over, and I like that. Like guys like it, girls like it, the kids like it. You know what I mean?
It's a vibe. Go check it out, man. Twirl It, all streaming platforms. Definitely. So obviously, with the feedback being the way it is and everything, and the momentum, like how do you stay motivated in the game? In the sense of, I mean, obviously when you have a bunch of momentum, it's gonna motivate you, period. But even those times where you're like being patient for certain waves to, you know, kind of increase. Like how do you stay motivated during these times?
One, the people keep me motivated. I get a lot of messages about people who've been like following my journey since I moved to New York, and I get a ton of people like young models who are constantly asking, or young artists who just asking for input, like, you know, and that lets me know that people respect what I have to say. And there's also always people coming with new creative ideas, and like the need to create and the want to, like, you know, express. That's what keeps me focused. You know what I mean? Like I just always have something new that I could be working on, and I don't like to waste time. So it's like, if I'm not doing anything, then why not do something productive? That's how I always think when I wake up in the daytime. If I'm not doing anything and there's an opportunity and someone calls me, I'm gonna go, even if it's like not paid or something, because you can make an opportunity, or you can make money from just being there. It's better than sitting and doing nothing. So I always give myself like an ultimatum to make an opportunity, and that keeps me on go. When you see the response coming in, you're like, all right, I'm doing something, let me just keep going. You know what I mean? Like,
and even with this busy world of entertainment field, and obviously always having to be on the go, what's a self-care routine for you? Like, what would you say is something that you do for yourself when you actually have downtime? Or do you have downtime?
I have downtime. I make downtime. The life gets crazy, but for me, one of the biggest things that I do, okay, so for one, I sit in silence. I sit in a lot of silence when I can. No TV, no nothing. I don't even like TV, to be honest. But silence, and I listen to binaural beats. So it's like, that's like meditation, vibration waves, you know, in the form of sound that I listen to at nighttime to like manifest, or, you know, to just like get a complete sleep. I listen to those music, and it helps relax my brain and relax my body. That's like one of the biggest things. So through the night, I'm listening to that. Up in the morning, then I'm playing the trap music and we out.
Right. So you would say like the form of meditation, does that also help you with your writing routines? Like, or do you ever get like writer's block or anything?
Oh, I get writer's block crazy. I just hop around from song to song, like, and then come back to it. Meditation does not help, because even like the other night, I was meditating, and you know, you have to censor, you have to get clear everything, all the clutter from your mind. So I just kept finding myself thinking about the wrong shit. Like, what should I eat tomorrow? No. Focus. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's just something that I do to be able to to clear all of the clutter from around me, all of the people calling, and like there's a lot of pressure because people need more ideas. There's so much different projects that I'm working on in different fields that it's like the demand is crazy, and it's, you know, it's just me for the most part. So I have to just calm my mind and then clear all of the old things out and just like welcome new energy.
Absolutely. Now, did you figure out what you wanted to eat like at that time too?
You know, I was like, it's too late. It's the diet.
That's dope. Like I said, Miss Stunna Dior is in the building, man, giving y'all the juice, the gems. So make sure you go check her out, most definitely. Now, you're very fashionable. You know, you've been doing a lot. You know, a little show. So you're very fashionable. You actually have your own line. It's called Vulgvr Inc. So tell me about that and how, like, the whole development of Vulgvr.
Vulgvr is a name that I honestly came back up with when I was like 16 years old. I came up with the name of it, and it was just it was literally because growing up in Arizona, I had like a really different style than everybody, and a lot of people didn't get it. They used to be like, why you dress like that? And you know, that was going through my rebellion phase. I had a mohawk, and I was really into punk rock, and I was like, because I'm Vulgvr. And I remember like that name, I was like, oh my God, there's no brand name that, like, let me look this up. And I really just kept that name in my head. I didn't tell anybody until I LLC'd and incorporated it. And, you know, pretty much it's just about going against the grain. That's what it represents. It's not like, it doesn't have to be too raunchy or anything, but it's just something that's, you know, out of the ordinary. The slogan is like style, bringing out the rebel one piece at a time, because it's like if you going to work, you might want to have a cool dope tie or some cool dope something that pops and stands out, and that's what I want my brand to be. Not only that, Vulgvr is a lifestyle. It's more than the brand. So, you know, being that it's a lifestyle brand, I started off with clothing, but in the future we're going to be looking to branch out to having like household items. And, you know, it's going to be more than that. You know, it's just really a lifestyle for me. Right.
And where's all that available?
It's available. You can go on Instagram and follow me at at vulgvr.inc, and you can tap into the website shopvulgvr.com, and that's spelled VULGVR.
That's awesome. Make sure you go check it out. Now, with all these different things that all these avenues and everything, so, and being like this wonderful black entrepreneur that you are, how do you balance everything? Like, what is the key to balancing? Like, so we talked about the self-care, and like you said,
I got it.
So go ahead.
I'm a fast thinker. That's the selling point. But the key to balancing everything is do one fucking thing at a time.
I like it.
Like when you're on your job, do that one job. When I'm a celebrity stylist, when I'm working with these different celebrities and stuff, I'm not going in there with an ego or like, oh, I'm Stunna. Y'all want to hear me rap? Like, I'm not going into any opportunity like that. I do specifically that one job. If I'm executive producer on set that day, I'm executive producer. And I'm not on there being a star, but when it's my turn to get on camera, things change. And that keeps everything sorted. So then people respect you for being a professional at what you're doing. And that's just how I balance everything. I'm able, when I wake up and I have to go to a photo shoot, I'm the best model I can be. I got the perfect model bag. I got all the looks in it. My makeup, my hair is right, and I'm on set killing it. And then if I have to be a creative director, I'm in front of the camera and I'm behind the camera like, okay, what can we do to change this set? What props do we have? It's all about taking control of that thing and doing that thing to the best of your ability before you, like, you know, try to do too much at one time. You can't balance that way.
So do one thing at a time.
You know what I'm saying? Don't be too slow though. Just get the job done.
I like that. So now with everything wrapping up in 2020, what do we have looking forward to from Miss Stunna Dior in 2021? What are we looking at? Don't give us too much, but you know.
We got the music video for Twirl It. It's getting shot this month, so that's going to be dropping probably by the top of the year. Shout out to Mills Media team. They shoot all the major celebrities, Fabio, Chinese Kitty, Bon Jovi. They shoot everybody's videos, so that's going to be a viral movie. Stay tuned for the network and more music and more touring. Right?
Right. Like I said, you heard it here, Miss Stunna Dior is in the building. Please tell them they can book you, follow you, everything. Go for it.
So you guys can tap into me on Instagram at @TheRealStunna Dior. You can tap in on Clubhouse right now, because if you want to talk, if you want to hear me give some advice, some feedback, or have a good time, you can tap in at Stunna Dior. You guys can shop the site at shopvulgvr.com, and please get your Roku remotes, your Apple TV remotes, and tap in Stunnadiortv. It's for free. It's out right now, and it's legit.
Like I said, you heard it here first on wearejerseymagazine, Stunna Dior. Sign off. Thank you. Pleasure.
Jersey turned app entertainment. Entertainment.